we have a special guest. And he's going to be reviewing the first episode of 2 Weeks. Wait till you find out why.
2 Weeks stars Lee Joon-gi as a heartless, good-for-nothing pawn shop store clerk who is wasting his life away with no ambitions whatsoever, and we find out he's already gone to jail for his gangster boss 2 times. Everybody hates him, but they keep him around in the organization because of the sacrifices he made. And oh yeah, he also prostitutes himself to older women. Or at least he accidentally gets too drunk, follows the woman to a motel, wakes up with no recollection of what happened and several $1,000s in his pocket, face palms in shame and curses the world. We've all been there, am I right, fellas? So I gotta mention something that bothers me just a little bit right off the bat, and that is that Lee Joon-gi plays a tough guy, badass gangster character, but he looks kinda like a girl. It's not just me that thinks that. Have you guys seen The King and the Clown? Korean movie from a couple years back where he played a guy who looked so feminine, the king fell in love with him. By the way, kick-ass movie, check it out. Anyways, he basically lives day to day with no ambitions or goals in his life, and one day gets a surprise visit from his ex-girlfriend played by Park Ha-sun, who I love. But anyways, that's besides the point. So she shows up telling him that her daughter is dying and needs a bone marrow transplant. She wants him to take a blood test. Why? He's the father! Even though it was 8 years ago, when he went to jail for his boss, he didn't even know he had a kid. She tells him she told her he died and he has no right to see her, which I think is illegal, but whatever. He agrees to it because he was such a dick, and he agrees to take the blood test as well. At the same time, there's a parallel storyline running with Joon-gi's mobster boss, who is totally ruthless. How ruthless is he? One of his hookers tries to run away to Japan, and he has her hand cut off with a paper cutter, and right before he cuts it off, he says, after this, she can be a dishwasher. So anyways, he gets hooked up with this female politician who's also corrupt, and they're getting investigated by a hard-nosed lawyer played by the awesome and beautiful Kim So-young. 2 Weeks is my kind of drama. Dark, gritty, and devoid of any sort of cheesy romantic plots. It keeps moving forward quickly. I never felt myself waiting for the next scene to come. It's fast-paced, and I also have a crush on both female actresses, but for you, dear viewer, I did not let that get in the way of my journalistic integrity for the purpose of this review.
Jesse, that was amazing. Thank you. Now let's egg you for the fans.
Okay.
For last week, I asked, what's your favorite Hong Sisters drama? And while all of the Hong Sisters drama got some attention, and I know you guys aren't really a big fan of Big, the Master Son totally took over and wiped the K-drama world. It's like the wave is like you riding that Hallyu wave. Yay, Hong Sisters drama! For this week, do you think that Lee Joon-gi is too feminine to play a tough guy role? Head to the HallyuBack blog post to vote, or leave your answers in the comments, and I'll announce the winner next week. You guys, follow Jessie Day at the Twitter address on the screen, like and favorite this video, and don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel for awesome drama and life in Korea videos. Ribbit, ribbit. So I heard you were on the set of 2 Weeks. That's freaking unbelievable. What are you doing on the set of 2 Weeks?
Well, I'm filming a documentary with Arirang TV about doing action in dramas and cinema in Korea, so I was there to observe them filming the action sequences for 2 Weeks.
So tell us, what's it like being on a Korean drama set?
Well, I have already appeared as an actor in 3 Korean dramas, Daemul, 장난스러운 Kiss, and Pashinwang, or that would be in English, the big one, Mischievous Kiss, and what was the last one? King of Fashion. So I've already actually come out as an actor in those dramas, but it was a little different this time because I was working with the martial arts team in terms of the action and figuring out how to do stunts and martial arts for the camera. So that was a little bit of a different experience. But nonetheless, it was very entertaining, super fun. I mean, just being around that sort of environment is really inspiring to me because I'm an actor as well.
So what actors or actresses did you get to see or hang out with?
Well, mainly was Kim So-young, who I loved from Iris, so it was kind of a dream come true. I'm already her fan. She suddenly showed up on set and I started talking to her. She was super cool, took a picture together, which we'll probably insert now. And She was amazing. I got to see her film an action sequence where she like kicked like 3 guys' asses, and that was really great to see too. And of course I also met Lee Joon-gi and told him I was a big fan. I love Arang and the Magistrate, which he was in, as well as the movie The King and the Clown. So we chopped it up, talked a little bit about martial arts in cinema and drama, and both of them were really nice.
Now, were you actually filming them while hanging out too?
I filmed while I was hanging out with Kim So-yeon. There was a little problem. Her manager was getting a little angry because we didn't ask him for permission first, so I'm not sure if that's actually going to come out in the documentary. Unfortunately, we weren't able to film me with Joon-gi, but we have the photo together, which we'll probably show now.
We already showed it earlier.
So there are a lot of fangirls out there that love Korean dramas like me, that love Lee Joon-gi. What can you tell us?
Well, actually, I knew about Lee Joon-gi before I went on the set from the things I've seen him in, and also because one of my good friends, Robert Hawley, who's one of the most famous actors as a foreigner in Korea, has been friends with Joon-gi for a while, so he kind of talked about him before, but Joon-gi's a cool guy. You know, he comes off as a really nice guy. I complimented him on Arang and the Magistrate, which I really enjoyed, and all I can say is that I've met a lot of Korean celebrities. The truth is, they've all been very nice, and they're all kind of just normal people like you and me who are pursuing their dreams. So if you have a dream, follow it too.
Cheesy but good!